Te reo mangatere.
Te reo what?
Te reo mangatere.
Rangatira?
Is it rangatere or mangatere?
Rangatira.
What does mangatere mean? What did I just say?
I was just so nervous, and I seemed to be suffering another case of verbal diarrhea. Best if I just move on.
Get in there.
Eating the pizza might not have been graceful, but it did break the ice.
You can't see it.
What a mess. My face has gone all red.
So what's your take on the Kiwi dating scene?
Me and my flatmate were talking about it the other day. It's a bit weird to, you can't really go out on a date with like a couple of different people and get to know them and it'd be all right.
Yeah, if you go on a date on Thursday night, then go on a date with someone else on Saturday night.
Then you're a player?
Yeah. Yep.
It's quite weird.
But in America, that's how it's all done, eh? They like have 5 dates a week, five different people.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's more than fine.
It was a great evening and I was off the starting block, but the pressure was increasing. I still had 4 more dates to go. Well, actually 4 more to find. According to my survey, the third best place to find your partner was through friends.
Okay, with all that said and done, if I was to actually ask you out now, what would your response be?
Silence.
Silence. Complete silence. You just stare me down until eventually I just went, kidding. Yeah. Have you got any nice friends?
A lot of nice friends.
Any single nice friends looking to go out with a man?
That's the thing, no single nice friends.
No single nice friends.
But there was one other friend possibility. I'd been on a date with Debs a year ago, but the timing hadn't been right. I gave her a call and she agreed to meet up for some downhill action. Debs has never been skiing and neither have I. We would have to cling to each other for support. But I hadn't thought the plan through. Obviously we'd need an instructor. Enter James.
Do them up nice and tight so you don't come out Debs.
Right. All right, I trust you, man. Life in your hands.
I was struggling to find conversation from the very beginning. I wasn't looking very graceful on the slope, and Debbie, who had danced her whole life, looked like a natural. We spent a lot of time doing things separately on this date, and even though Instructor James was just being professional, it should have been me saying things like that to Debs. And although I had 0 skiing skills, I wanted to impress Debs.
We're going to the top.
Oh, all right. Woo!
More quality time not talking. Debs was ready to leave James behind, but now it was my turn to get intimate with him. I'm not so much sure that I had a problem with falling over in front of Debs, but probably the date would have gone a whole lot better if Debs was showing me how to ski. Let's chalk this second date up to experience and hope the third will be more successful.
Hi Sandy, it's Aaron. How are you? Good, good. How's the office? Good, good. Yeah, I'm not actually ringing you on a work-related matter.
Just 2 weeks to go, 3 more dates and a girlfriend to find if I'm going to reach my goal. Did I know anyone else to ask out? My survey had found that work was the #1 place to find a partner. So I thought a bit harder about it and remembered a girl I'd worked with a year earlier, who I'd liked but not had the courage to ask out. I was going to try the expert's theory that a bit of stress and fear on a date can cause more intense bonding by the 2 people experiencing it. Feeding giant stingrays seemed like just the ticket.
In terms of dates, how does this rate?
This is a first, yeah. I can't say I've done this one before.
You wait till the waiter brings us dinner.
So do we go swimming with the sharks on our second day?
Yeah, I thought I'd just sort of leave the sharks.
Could I have a second date with Sandy? Well, maybe my second date curse was coming to an end.
I've seen that one before.
Smooth, yeah, just like that, yeah.
The fear factor seemed to work. I think we both felt we'd shared an experience, until I forgot a vital piece of advice that authors Jeff and David had given me.
Yeah, and just those topics, just don't bring those up.
Avoid JR and ex-girlfriends. What are the other things?
Marriage and babies.
Marriage and babies.
You keep forgetting. That's the most important thing.
Considering my name is Sandy Waters and my brother's name's Storm Waters,
Oh, that's...
Neither of us surf.
What are you going to call your children?
Well, it depends whether I keep my last name or not, hey?
Ah, that's true. How's Beard sound? Waters, Beard. Waters, Beard.
Yeah,
Beard,
I don't know
Waters.
about that.
Oh, Beard, Waters. That doesn't sound good.
I think the whole children thing just freaks me out a wee bit.
That was her telling me to stop talking about the subject on the first date. I missed it and continued putting my foot in it.
You know, I guess you got to think, would I breed with this person in a really clinical kind of way? You know, does that person want a family or not?
Oh dear. But she seemed to forget all about it and we made plans to see each other again.
I think we should do a mission to the snow.
So we're gonna go to Pawanui
And build stuff with my dad.
build stuff with your dad. Should we be drinking before or after the building?
I would probably say after.
After? Cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then hungovers, and then we're gonna go to the snow.
Yeah. So sharks next time.
Yep. So it's next time?
Cool. I think it's next time.
Excellent, excellent. Pawanui.
Pawanui on the weekend, yeah.
Pawanui after that. And then marriage, kids, divorce.
I just don't seem to learn.
Usual track.
But surely it wouldn't affect our plans of going to Pawanui.
Have a good day.
I head back to Kaitaia in a great mood. Looks like I could have a second date with Sandy. I decide to talk to Nana about how to make a relationship last.
My longest relationship would be like a year. A year long, right? How long were you and Granddad together for?
About 53 years.
How do you stay together with someone for 53 years and not get sick of them?
Well, that's a good question. It can be quite hard. But tolerance, you're sort of mates. I mean, when you first meet someone, you think you're madly in love, right?
Yep.
Well, that's just a statement, and you probably are. But eventually, you end up like soulmates. Different, warmer, matey. And that's what you try to keep.
Things were different when she and Granddad got together. Men and women had defined roles, and everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing. All that's changed. Men don't know what they're supposed to do now, and it's hard work trying to figure it out. Dad and I go out on the boat for some father and son time. Dad seems to have no problem landing the big one.
I think that girls are girls, just because they're girls, you know, they don't really think differently. They're all still young people and people of the world. And without mentioning names, I know a girl who's around about a little year older than you, and I talk to her quite often, and she's also looking for a relationship, and she's sort of asking the similar questions that you are. So that's why I've got a little bit more insight from someone looking from the outside in at two people I know very well, and they're asking the same questions.
What does she look like? And why haven't you mentioned this said girl before?
She's your sister.
Ah, fair enough.
I wasn't going to tell you. Whoa, is he going to be bigger than mine, or what is he? Oh, look at that. That's a mau mau. Actually, that's all right. They're good to eat. Well done.
Caught him in the bag.
You can get him off, yeah.
But it's just the catching that counts, no matter how it happens. I've got 2 more dates to go on to hit my target, and I'm rapidly running out of time. I really don't know any other girls to ask out. So I decide to set a simple girl trap. Sitting at a cafe, holding a cute baby I borrowed is sure to work.
1, 2, 3. Be cute.
I get nothing. Girl trap number 2, an adorable dog.
Actually, maybe she's seen a brown sheep before.
The only interest?
Yeah, he's real friendly.
An 11-year-old girl. My advice to anyone trying to meet girls this way?
Gorgeous. Bailey.
Don't bother. Things really have changed since Nana's day. Nowadays, 500,000 New Zealanders use the internet to find a partner. It seems the ideal way to meet my 4th girl. Mike O'Donnell from findsomeone.co.nz gives me tips for my online profile.
Firstly, be honest. Don't describe yourself as Brad Pitt if you are in fact more like Mr. Bean. Secondly, put up a photograph. Profiles with photographs are about 800% more likely to get a response than not get a response. And lastly, be honest. You know, when people ask for your thoughts and your feelings about different subjects, say what you really think, and you're more likely to connect with somebody genuinely.
With just 1 week left, Jules77, real name Julia, decides she likes my profile and emails me. I attempt to impress Julia by pretending to be really rich. Just kidding. But experts say that first impressions count with women, and it's been proven that flash cars and sharp suits do turn women's heads, like we hadn't noticed. But psychologists have also found that kindness and trustworthiness are far more important to women than looks and wealth can ever be. So don't worry too much if you drive a car like this, because it could be worse. You could look like Johnny Depp and be a millionaire, but without the personality, it's a long, lonely life for you. Still, it's vital to make an effort, since girls do notice things like clothes. Hannah helps me choose a new outfit. I've also decided to try and make Julia laugh tonight. Yes, science shows that women love the funny guy. By night, I'm secretly known as a comedian named Fig Jam. So I've asked Julia to come and watch me do some stand-up.
I've been single for a very, very long time, and I'm doing everything wrong. And at the moment, I'm so single, there's a documentary crew at the back following me around on dates.
If Julia doesn't laugh at my jokes, we're really in trouble.
Doing fine. He's hooked up with quite a nice lady. She's an older woman, and he said to me, bro, I'm not sure about this older woman stuff. You've been with a younger woman? I went, yes. He said, you've been with an older woman? I said, yep. Okay, bro, tell me, be honest, who was the best in the sack? Well, if I'm being honest, I was. Now, I'll leave you with that. Thank you.
Dating. It's really just two people chatting and seeing if they have enough things in common to go out for another chat. It's not rocket science.
I don't speak Japanese. What do you know? Beef. The beef. Excellent.
Oh, I got a new car.
Oh, what do you got?
Mazda 6.
Nice car.
Company car.
Even better car.
Blue.
We're off to a good start. Julia and I shared an interest in cars. When the food arrived, I had a chance to put into action what I'd learnt from the skiing date. Julia was able to teach me how to use chopsticks without the involvement of an instructor.
Mine's not wiggling like yours.
Don't rest it on that finger.
After our meal, I tried mirroring her actions. Leanne French, the relationship counsellor, taught me this cunning trick. It sends a subconscious message to your date that you're interested and in sync with them.
They had to heat the frying pan up. Quite often I'll do a big roast or something and just invite a couple of friends over and put on this whole...
Second date, thanks.
Another second date, just like that. My curse was not only broken, it was smashed and lay on the restaurant floor in a million pieces. But with less than a week to go, I have to find one more date if I'm going to do what I set out to do and go on 5 dates in 5 weeks. It was the 5th and final week. I had a girlfriend to get and one last date to go on. It was time for some lateral thinking. I'd heard about a test that found the ideal woman for you. A London-based New Zealand psychologist, Glenn Wilson, designed the Compatibility Quotient Test, or CQ test. 25 questions designed to find out your core values. Cunningly, I put an ad in the newspaper and 30 women filled out the test. The test results indicated that Roxy was my best match.
So apparently, according to the CQ compatibility test, we're compatible. Because we like to watch quite a bit of sport.
Yes. Yep.
But not obsessively. Like the World Cup? Nah. World Cup soccer, that is.
No.
Not my thing.
Not really fast, no. Rugby, yep.
Yep.
The V8 sometimes.
Oh, I do like watching the V8.
We definitely seem to be compatible, and then maybe not so compatible.
Do you watch much comedy? Do you like comedy?
No, I'm more a drama person, actually.
Really?
CSI and the like.
Drama over comedy? Come on. We were compatible in lots of ways, but that all-important spark of attraction just wasn't there. I meet with my friend Rachel. 5 dates in 5 weeks. I've done it. I'm on top of the world, and I'm in a position to choose who I'm going to go on a second date with. I am going to get a girlfriend. Yes, it's been fun. There's been quite a few dates in there. There was Debs, who went to Snow Planet.
Right.
It was fun, but a really good date. She spent more time with the instructor. Neither one of us could ski. There was Julia that I met from Find Someone.
You sang.
No, she was nice, attractive person, but she came to my show, then went to dinner afterwards. And the food took a while, and man, the conversation was death, just trying to keep it up, you know. I don't think we had enough between us to sort of keep it going.
Okay, well that's a good test though.
Tamsin, we went to the Philharmonic. interesting first date. There's an old lady sitting beside us and she asked us what we're doing. I said, oh, first date. And she went, oh, and you came here? And it was kind of the feeling at the time, I guess.
Yeah.
And Sandy Sandy, that was a real connection. Sandy was very nice at Kelly Tarleton's.
Yeah.
Big stingrays, it was quite exciting. Good place for a first date, and yeah, I really like Sandy. I think things were going well there.
Good.
And the last one was Roxy. I met her through the CQ tests, the compatibility stuffs, and you know, we're on the beach, eating fish and chips. We were compatible.
Nice.
But I think I was kind of all dated out by then and quite tired, and I think we just became, you know, good friends. In a really weird way. So yeah, I think that
completes the list.
Completes the list. Kind of makes quite an obvious choice, really, isn't it? Yeah. There's only one.
I want the second date to be dinner at my place, so I get Hannah round to make my flat less of a boys' zone.
Honestly?
She doesn't think much of the couch or my boys' toys, but she does approve of my giant bed.
Comfy.
And I'm finally ready to make that phone call.
Hello, Sandy speaking.
Hi Sandy, it's Aaron. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. How are things with the new lodge?
Oh, good. I'm just busy painting at the moment.
Oh, it's going to be flat out. Hey, I thought I'd ring up and see if you're keen to go on a second date. I was looking at cooking you dinner at home or something nice and cosy.
To be honest, I'd probably have to say no.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you anyway, but yeah, you're a really nice guy, and I really had fun the other day, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, well, at least you're honest.
You are a really nice guy, and you know, I'm just really full on at the moment, and yeah, I just don't think the timing's right. But yeah, if we can keep in touch, you know, just on a friendship level, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think I'd enjoy that, and yeah, thanks for being straight up.
No worries.
Okay, thanks very much. Best of luck.
Thanks.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Your date went fantastically well. You kept in contact.
Yep.
And then she's for some reason got cold feet. Have you had a chance to ask her why?
Yeah, I got serious pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, wow, cool, met someone that I can really get on with and someone I can really see things working with. Someone that, you know, I looked at the other girls and they were great.
Yeah.
But they didn't stand out as much as this one.
Yeah.
And I felt that connection, but I think I sort of jumped on that too quick and got too excited about it. I was like, oh, cool. And yeah, she went to hell.
Relationship psychologist John Aitken tells me that it might not have been all my fault.
It might not have anything to do with you. You know, it might be that they're not over their ex. You know, it might be that, you know, they've got major issues around commitment. It could be any number of things. So really all you can do is put your best foot forward, say, I'm into you. If they're not up to it, then essentially you move on and you don't take it too personally.
But then I confessed to him that I texted Sandy a lot.
Texting allows people to avoid doing the basics of, you know, creating a connection with someone. You don't have to talk, you don't have to look your best, you don't have to, you know, try and make them laugh. You just can send a basic text that protects you from having to do all of that. I don't like it. I think you're much better off to call, to meet, do the old school approach, which is in fact, you know, stand in front of them face to face and get on. If you can't do that, it's not going to go anywhere.
It's all very well having a massive surplus of women, but if they're all high flyers with sky-high expectations, then men like me don't stand a chance. Sandy has an important job, owns a house and a ski lodge, and does all her own DIY. I'm a Northland boy, and I like cars. I went back to Kaitaia to mend my broken heart, and get Dad to balance my wheels for me.
But at the moment, we'll probably just give them a bit of a balance up and see how we go.
Cool.
When you meet somebody, you'll know. You won't be separable. You can't stop it. It'll just happen.
Yep.
And that's what will happen. So you just got to keep with it. If I was you, I wouldn't try too hard. Just go with the flow. And in actual fact, you're better off just to get on in life and do your own thing, and things will turn out the way they will.
What would you suggest that I'm doing wrong from what you've seen from your point of view?
I think you're too choosy.
I'm a bit fussy.
Yeah.
Yeah? In what way?
Well, you don't like them being too clingy. You like your space. And apart from that, nothing else really. There's nothing else much wrong with you. It's you that finds everything wrong with the girl.
Nana might not have been right, but she certainly made me feel a lot better. It was the end of my journey. I hadn't fully achieved my goal, but I'd met 5 great girls and come very close to breaking my second date curse. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want a happy ending, but even when there's more women out there than men, you don't always get one. And sometimes you do. I thought finding a girlfriend was about facts and figures and following the rules. Maybe it is, but perhaps sometimes it's like what Dad said. When you meet someone, you just kind of know.
Oh, you're just in time. Huh?
Very nice.
Hope you like fish. You like fish, eh?
I do like fish.
Good.
Cheers.
I thought there'd been a real connection between me and my ex-girlfriend Michelle when we met for the first time in 4 years while filming this program. And it turns out, she felt the same way.
It's a long way to go.
Unlike the last 2 times, me going to Queensland wasn't going to be the reason we broke up. This time, Michelle came too.